Two students, same assignment, same deadline. One finishes in 45 minutes with a better result. The other takes 4 hours and scores lower. One difference, 5 free tools. Let me be clear about something before we start. These are not shortcuts that get you caught. These are not tools your professor can penalize you for using. These are legitimate study tools that make you genuinely smarter, faster, and better at everything your degree demands. The top students in every university right now are using AI tools their professors have never even heard of. This video shows you exactly which ones they are and how to use them without doing anything wrong. Tool 1, NotebookLM by Google. This is the most underrated study tool available right now, and it is completely free. Here is what makes NotebookLM completely different from every other AI tool you have heard of. You upload your actual course materials, your lecture notes, your textbook chapters, your past papers, your professor's slides, and NotebookLM creates a private AI assistant that only knows about those specific materials. Ask it to explain a concept from your lecture. It explains it from your lecture, not from the internet, not from its training data, from the exact words your professor used. Ask it to summarize Chapter 5. It summarizes Chapter 5 from the textbook you uploaded. Ask it what topics appeared most frequently in your past papers. It tells you from your past papers. 0 hallucination, 0 made-up information. Every single answer comes directly from the materials you provided. But here's the feature that changes everything: the audio overview. NotebookLM can convert any set of notes or documents into a natural podcast-style conversation between two AI hosts who discuss, debate, and explain your course content. You upload your lecture notes for next week's exam. NotebookLM generates a 10-minute audio discussion of those exact notes. You listen on your commute. You listen at the gym. You listen while cooking dinner. Passive revision becomes active learning, without sitting at a desk, without reading another page. For any student preparing for exams, NotebookLM is the single most powerful free study tool that exists right now. Tool 1 made your course materials smart. Tool 2 is going to make your research bulletproof. Tool 2, Perplexity AI. Every student writing a research paper or essay faces the same problem. You open 20 browser tabs, you read through articles, you try to figure out which sources are actually reliable. You piece together an argument. You hope you haven't missed anything important. You spend half a day on what should take an hour. Perplexity ends that nightmare completely. Perplexity searches the live web for every single query and builds its answer from multiple verified sources, with inline citations that link directly to the original article. Every claim Perplexity makes is sourced. Every fact is checkable. You can verify everything before you put it in your essay. Type your research question into Perplexity. It searches multiple sources simultaneously, synthesizes the information, and gives you a structured, cited answer in under 60 seconds. And the deep research feature goes even further. It breaks your research question into sub-questions, searches multiple sources for each one, and compiles everything into a structured research report with full citations. A research task that used to take half a day takes 10 minutes with Perplexity Deep Research. My personal take: for academic research specifically, Perplexity is more valuable than ChatGPT. Because ChatGPT can sound completely confident and be completely wrong. Perplexity shows you exactly where every single claim comes from. In an academic context, that difference is everything. Tool 2 made your research bulletproof. Tool 3 is going to put marks directly back in your pocket. Tool 3, Socratic by Google. Free. Built by Google. Works for every subject without exception. Here's how it works. You take a photo of any question, any homework problem, any past paper question, any concept explanation you don't understand, and Socratic explains it to you step by step. Mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology, history, literature, economics, law, every subject. It does not just give you the answer. That would be cheating. It walks you through the reasoning behind the answer, so you actually understand the process and can apply it yourself next time. This is important. Socratic teaches you how to solve a problem, not just what the answer is. That means when a similar question appears in your exam, you know how to approach it because you learned the method, not just copied the result. For any subject where you are struggling, Socratic is a personal tutor available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, that never gets impatient, never makes you feel stupid for asking, and never charges you a single rupee. Tool 3, put marks back in your pocket. Tool 4 is going to cut your study time in half. Tool 4, Kiwi AI. Kiwi AI is designed specifically for students. Unlike general AI tools that happen to be useful for studying, Kiwi was built from the ground up for academic preparation. Here's what you do. You upload your course materials, your notes, your textbook chapters, your lecture slides. Kiwi reads everything and then does something no other tool does quite as well. It generates practice questions from your actual course content. Multiple choice questions, short answer questions, essay questions, all based on what you actually need to know for your specific exam. It creates flashcard sets automatically from your notes. It quizzes you using spaced repetition, which means it shows you the things you keep getting wrong more frequently until you get them right. It builds personalized study plans based on your exam date, your course content, and your current knowledge gaps. It tells you what to study, in what order, and for how long each day to be fully prepared by exam day. The free tier covers most students' needs without paying anything. Active recall, being tested on material rather than passively reading it, is the single most proven study technique in educational research. Students who use active recall consistently outperform students who reread notes by a significant margin. Kiwi makes active recall automatic. Tool 4, cut your study time in half. Tool 5 is going to make everything you submit look completely different from everyone else's. Tool 5, Gamma. Presentations, group projects, visual assignments, assessed seminars. Most students spend hours on PowerPoint, choosing fonts, fixing alignment, making slides not look like they were made at midnight the day before the deadlines, which they usually were. Gamma does it in minutes. You describe your topic, you choose a style. Gamma builds the entire presentation, layout, design, visual hierarchy, content structure, automatically. You edit the words to match your specific assignment. You add your own examples and analysis. You submit something that looks like it was designed by a professional creative team. Every group project presentation, every assessed seminar, every coursework submission that needs a visual component. Gamma makes it look exceptional in 10 minutes instead of 3 hours. And because Gamma runs in the browser with no software to install, it works on any device, anywhere, completely free. Here's the complete student stack. NotebookLM for studying your actual course materials with zero hallucination. Perplexity for research with verified citations in under 60 seconds. Socratic for understanding any concept or problem step by step. Kiwi AI for active recall, practice questions, and personalized exam preparation. Gamma for every presentation and visual assignment that needs to look professional. Use these 5 tools for one full semester. Your results will be different. Not because you worked harder, because you worked smarter. And working smarter is not cheating. It is exactly what every successful professional does every single day. New video every week covering tools and strategies that give students a real, legitimate advantage in their studies and their careers. The subscribe button is right there. See you next week.